Hello everyone, my name is Roya and I already got a lot of books in the month of September. It's only the 10th, so it's kind of insane how many I have here to show you. And they were all cheap, used books at places, and they're mostly fantasy. So since this isn't technically my September book haul because September is nowhere near over, I thought I would call this like the Thrift fantasy book haul or something like that. So here I have 10 books that are from Powells and Cameron's, which is really close to Powell's. And then I have 3 from a different used bookstore that had a Labor Day sale, and they were selling 50-cent books for 25 cents, which was a super good deal. And then I also have 3 books that Grace from Loving Down Books actually sent to me, and I just paid for shipping and everything, because she had a bunch of stuff that she was giving away. As long as the person paid for shipping and all of that. So I was really excited and totally wanted to jump right on that. So anyway, I'm going to get started with the ones that I found at Powell's. I decided to go there on Labor Day because I didn't even know that I had that day off at all. So I was like, oh, how awesome. I don't have to work on Labor Day. So basically I decided to go hang out with my friend Crystal, and one of the things that we did was go to Powell's. So first I found Magic's Pawn, Magic's Promise, and Magic's Price by Mercedes Lackey. These are the 3 books in the Last Herald Mage trilogy, I think it's called, and this is actually a trilogy that has queer main characters, apparently. Then I got another Mercedes Lackey book, and that is One Good Night, and this is one of her more obscure books, and since, like, she's written a crap ton of books, and when I see one that she's written that's really not one of her more well-known ones, I just grab it, like, no question about it, pretty much, because I know I'm probably not going to find it anywhere else. And so this is about a girl who has to be like a virgin sacrificed to a dragon or something like that. Then I got Warrior and Warlord by Jennifer Fallon, and these are the 2nd and 3rd book in her Wolfblade trilogy. And I don't have the first one. I can never find the first one anywhere, but once I do find the first one somewhere, I will read this trilogy, because this is the prequel trilogy to the Demon Child trilogy, and this follows the mother of one of the, like, 4 main characters of the Demon Child trilogy, and she is a terrible person, kind of, but she's actually not that terrible of a person. She's just a terribly uptight, crazy weirdo, so I'm definitely looking forward to finding out how she got that way. I just really want to read the first one because I don't even have the first one, and that makes me sad. So my library seriously only has 2 Jennifer Fallon books. They have her new one, which is good because, like, it's only out in hardcover and I really want to read it. And then the other one that they have is, like, randomly the 4th book in her Tide Lords series. So I don't know why those are why that's the only Jennifer Fallon book they have other than her new one. So so I'm definitely stoked that I got these at Powell's. The last book that I found at Powell's is 6 of Swords by Carol Nelson Douglas, I guess, and this is about a sorceress and a swordsman, like, going on an adventure, I guess. I don't know. I read the back and it sounded really good, and this was like a $2 book, so which for Powell's is pretty cheap. Like, normally $4 is like how low the price of a used book gets, really, but so I'm definitely really excited to read this. And my friend Crystal and I, after we, like, ran around Powell's like crazy people, we went to Cameron's Used Books, which is like a few streets down from Powell's, and it's really small. It's not like Powell's at all, but sometimes you find really good books there, and I was actually really surprised. I found a book that I've not been able to find anywhere, and that is Blue Moon Rising by Simon R. Green. I have heard some booktubers talk about this, and I'm definitely really excited to read this. This is about a dude and a unicorn and a dragon. I have another Simon R. Green book on my shelf that I've not read yet, but I have not, like, been able to find this anywhere. Like, nowhere has it. It's kind of insane. So I'm really, really glad that I found it now. Then I got Myrons Gift and Blood and Memory by Fiona McIntosh. These are the first 2 books in the Quickening trilogy, and I heard about these books from Sam from Sam's Nonsense, and they sound really good. Although I don't know why they had to scribble the price that they, like, it says $4, like, right here on the book, and I'm like, why? You couldn't use a sticker? So these next 3 books are from another used bookstore that it was actually like a thrift store, that was next to the pet store that I just happened into, so I was like, oh look, a thrift store, and they probably have books, and it turned out that they had a Labor Day weekend sale, and, so these books were all 50 cents, and they were actually, everything in the store was half off, so they were actually 25 cents, so I got 3 books for less than $1, which was kind of a steal. So, first I got, Warlord by Wilbur Smith, which is like some weird historical fantasy set in Egypt. Then I got The Winter Sea by Susanna Kearsley, and this is a historical fiction set in Scotland that I hear is pretty good. Then I got The #1 Ladies Detective Agency, which I have no idea what this is about, but apparently it's really good, and I've heard some people talk about it. I don't remember who. So yeah, if you've read this book, like, please let me know what you thought about it and everything, because I know nothing about it. And then these next 3 books are the ones that were sent to me from Grace at Loving Them Books. She's the girl who ran Booktube Tours. So she had a bunch of ARCs and other books that she was giving away. So I showed interest in a lot of them. So she sent me the one that was available along with a couple other things. So first, she sent me this really pretty copy of Ship of Magic, City of Stairs by Robert Jackson Bennett, and this is a fantasy. I don't know if it's an urban fantasy, really, because it's set somewhere fictional, I think. And finally, Forest of a Thousand Lanterns by Julie C. Dow, and this comes out on October 10th. So I am definitely going to read this very, very soon. So these are the books that I got so far in September. This is kind of insane. So please let me know if you've read any of these and what your thoughts are, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!